There's a lot to break down. Go into their plans to reintroduce HR 40.
Education, wealth, and more are by design. Today, our government has a moral and legal obligation to right those wrongs, and reparations are a necessary step towards achieving justice. Now, here's what the bill would do. HR 40 creates a federal commission, an expert body charged with investigating the enduring impacts of slavery and its aftermath, and developing concrete proposals for reparations. This is a pragmatic.
Now, to the untrained ear, that don't sound bad, but to the trained ear like me, like you all, we already know that that is a finesse for multiple reasons. Let me break down why that is a finesse. Because number one, we don't need a study. This is not a guarantee of reparations. This is not reparations. This is so the government can create a commission that studies the harms and the sufferings of slavery and then can come up with some type of recommendations and proposals that can either be thumbed up or thumbed down, can either be said yes or no to, for us to get reparations. Is not a guarantee of any cash payments, is not a guarantee of what is actually any tangibles, really. It's not a guarantee of that whatsoever. And this is something they've been dragging their feet with for the longest time. They've been kicking the can of reparations down the road and down the road and down the road. And now, because they've lost so much Black support, now they're trying to reintroduce this. All right. Let me remind you guys this clip as to why it's also a farce. Part 2 is because you can do all of the studying you want to. You can create all of the proposals you want to, all of the suggestions, all of the recommendations. You can have everything there. And then all of a sudden, ain't nobody trying to sign it. All of a sudden, the Congressional Black Caucus, they don't want to bring it to the floor. They don't want to vote on it. All of a sudden, everybody get cold feet because the whole studying and the task force and everything like that, just like how it was in California, is there to stall and to make us think that there's progress, but really we're on this damn hamster wheel. So that's how that go. Okay, this is why they lost. This is why they lost. All right, let's just be clear. This is why they lost, and I'm doing this to show you guys this is the Democrats doing.
My Black son. Okay, I know you're scared to say Black. I know you're scared to say reparations because it seems like every time.
Ma'am, I don't think that's a fair
I let you finish as well, but it seems like every time we talk about Black people and us getting something for the systematic oppression and exploitation of our people, we have to include every other person of color. So today, can we please talk about specifically Black people and reparations?
We can talk about what I just indicated, in my view, is that when you have, and you and I may have a disagreement on this, because it's not just Black, it is Latino. There are areas in America, in poor rural areas, where it's whites, okay? So I believe that in a country which has more income and wealth inequality than any other country, that yeah, the time is long overdue to start investing in poor countries. We have the highest rate of childhood poverty of any major country on earth, especially within the African American community. So what I've said Black 50 times, all right? That's the 51st time, all right? But this is a national issue.
All right, you see, now that did the Congressional Black Caucus, who's sitting up there talking about HR 40, did they say anything about Bernie Sanders? No. Did they say anything about Kamala Harris? No. Did they say anything about Joe Biden? No. So when a Democrat openly gets on a mic and says that they are opposed to reparations, they say no to reparations, they say reparations only if Native Americans get some, they say reparations for everybody. Here's the Congressional Black Caucus, don't say nothing about it because they cool with it. But now they want to come back again because they understand that Black support is low. Black support does not back them up anymore. The Black community is not backing them up. Foundation Black Americans have let the Democratic ship crash and burn, and now they're trying to regain the support that they used to have, which is not going to work, but this is what they are attempting to do.